Thank you all for being here.
Are we waiting for Jordan or no?
Well, I sent him a text. I suppose he will arrive when he will arrive. Oh, Marco.
Hey.
Daniel.
Hola Mario, buenos días.
Buen día.
Siéntense para acá.
Daniel, do you have Remigio with you? Oh, hi, Jordan.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Morning. Morning.
Morning, Jordan.
Wait a minute, that Daniel was getting on and
wow, look at all these faces. This is great.
Ahí está, ¿verdad? Ahí está, loco.
This is great.
¿Me quito este o qué? Sí, porque ahí hay un motivo.
oh, ahí está Remigio. Buen día, Remigio.
Buenos días.
¿Qué tal, Remigio? ¿Cómo estás?
Aquí, mira, más puesto que un calcetín.
Okay. All right. Jordan. Again, I want to ask everybody to mute.
Okay.
Until you have any questions to ask, you can unmute. First of all, I want to welcome everybody to this unusual way of meeting, but that's how the times are. And I want to thank everybody for working hard and being hopefully very, very careful when you go and visit the units and do the repairs or inspect them, and keeping the rules for the COVID with masks, gloves, and a lot of hand washing. Having said that, I also want to thank everybody for the work that you've been doing with turns, because as you all know, we have a lot of vacancies, and that brings a lot of work for the maintenance guys if they are normal turns. And we are happy that you can do them so well. One other thing I want to ask you, please, is I need you to please close the work orders. And this includes the managers. Not only the maintenance guys have to close them, but the managers as well, so we get a better picture of how things are going. Another factor I want to mention, again, I know it's a boring subject, but when I get a very high water alert, I immediately send it back to you guys, and I expect a response of what you find quickly. If I see the increase is probably due to people taking baths after coming back from work and so on, I'm not worried. But if I see in the middle of the night those long bars, it means that something is wrong. Some leaks, some toilets running, or some major pipe break. Please make sure that you check on those when I send you the extra text. Water is one of the few things that, as you know, that we can somewhat control in costs. So the next step that we want to talk, and Jordan will amplify on this, we are looking for more maintenance techs, and basically the company will give whoever refers a maintenance tech that we hire and sticks with us for 3 months, they will give you a $500 bonus. And the last subject I wanted to talk was that with reference to the city inspections, I still have no more news except for the one we had last week, which was what they call a tier 2. But I looked at the website and there's no information on the pending inspections. As soon as I know, I'll let you guys know immediately. Having said that, there's still some work to be done in at least two of them. One is Beacon by the electrician. There are a few things I told him to try and finish them. And also in 914 Alvarado, I think he has some small repairs to do. We want to be ready when the inspections resume. Jordan, if you want to say a few words, I'm sorry I took a bit too long.
No, not at all. So I feel like everyone's been a little bit all over the place in terms of what the procedure is in terms of maintenance. I feel like some guys are starting at home, some guys are starting in the field, some guys are doing turns, some guys are doing no turns and focusing on maintenance. Just kind of all over the place. So that being said, moving forward from, well, it should have been the first week of June on, but everyone is expected to show up at work at 9 a.m., be in the field, clocking in, and focusing on unit turns. And the same goes for emergency work orders. Anything that's power related, water related, appliance related, heating and cooling, those are the only things we're going to attend to for right now. If it happens that you feel comfortable going to something and do a work order, so be it. I know a lot of you are going in and doing routine work orders. It's not preferable, but you know, if you feel comfortable and you know you prefer to be caught up over safe, then that is your call. But also, this goes to the managers for maintenance and work orders, especially unit turns. I've been noticing almost every single day I am scrambling to renovate an apartment in 4 or 5 days. Like, we are putting units on hold for a reason, and you know we cannot rent those units unless you are planning accordingly to rent those units. So the second you rent your last unit, contact me, say, listen, I just rented my last unit here. We need to start renovation here. Don't just rent your last unit, look for a tenant, rent this apartment, and then expect it to be renovated in 5 days, because we've been doing that literally left and right, and it's crazy. Ask me before you rent apartments, ask me before you take applications, or ask Ruby, both of us. But in regards to that, yeah, just try and be a little more proactive, be one step ahead of the ball, get your proposals as soon as the tenants move out, not 3 weeks after. I know that that's kind of slipped in the last few months. So be on top of your proposals, walk your units, get bids. When you rent units, email me, email Ruby, say, hey, listen, I leased this unit. I only have one more, so I need to renovate it. And just be ahead of the game. And with maintenance techs, like, there's always something to do. If you guys have no unit turns, there's always something to do in the common area. It's like, I hear a couple of guys saying, listen, I started at home because I'm done with my unit turns. I have 10 work orders and those are not priority. But that's a crazy answer, because you guys have anywhere from 5 to 10 buildings each, all with common areas, all with light fixtures, elevators, things need to be touched up, like make new connections in the laundry room if they're all corroded and leaking. There's like so many things that we can do besides routine maintenance inside apartments, which goes back to your checklist. Those checklists run through, I'm not gonna say 100% of the items in your building, but they run through 90% of the major items in the building. So if you're looking for things to do, run through that checklist, make a list, and you know, just begin doing common area work if you're all caught up on turns and maintenance. And I guess if you're confused, call me and Mario. We can always, you know, find projects or direct you towards another portfolio to help us with work, because, you know, we have a lot of units and there's always work. So just as far as like starting from home and thinking that we're on an on-call basis still, that's not the case and hasn't been the case in 2 months now. Everybody understand?
There's one more thing I wanted to add to this, Jordan.
Sure.
If any of the maintenance guys feel that they are caught up, and even with the common areas, please call me or Jordan, and we will place you to help another maintenance guy in this. At this moment, for example, Wilfredo is doing his portfolio, Manny's, and now he's also helping Benjamin until Benjamin can come back to work.
Exactly.
So if any of you has time, I know it may involve quite some driving, but if any of you has time, please let us know. Let's not leave it like that, because I know the amount of work that Wilfredo has, because I speak to him on a daily basis almost all day long, and it's a lot of units he has to handle now. I know with Benjamin's units, it's not going to be for too long, hopefully a few days. But still, Manny, we are not sure. I invited Manny to be here today, but he told me he was going to, but he hasn't been able to connect. So if you guys can, please let me know or let Jordan know. So we'll connect you with the maintenance guy that needs help.
Yeah, what he's trying to say is like Will might not be busy other time, but right now he's covering 2 techs, and some
Great.
people are caught up and they don't realize that you guys have team members that are so behind right now and so exhausted because they're literally running to turn 5 units a month, and then we have some people who have no units right now. So just try and be proactive, reach out, see what else you can do. If you feel caught up, we'd appreciate it, really, and your coworkers would appreciate it.
Okay, I can see that Gonzalo wasn't able to connect either.
I thought Gonzalo. No?
Eh?
Although I saw
No,
him.
no, he's not. Unless, no, Daniel is with Remigio. Daniel, did
What do you mean?
Gonzalo
Oh,
say
he is there.
anything?
What are
Eh?
you talking about? Gonzalo's here. Remigio also.
¿Dónde? Oh, está escondido ahí. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm sorry, because I have it under Daniel. All right. Okay, you guys
Let's
have
talk
any?
about Jimmy. Jimmy looks like one of those people in a documentary that's like hiding from his face.
Oh, Jimmy? Jimmy is
That's so good.
dead. Yeah, but he doesn't have, he's not connected with the voice either, I don't think.
Totally. Okay, so can we leave open questions? Because I feel like we're having this meeting.
One more thing. This is more for the managers, maybe. I did attend a small seminar at Apfolio about inspections. It's basically what Hussein was doing last year on units, but this is more focused on vacating a unit and putting all the information in there and already putting the work orders directly from inspections. I will be getting the recording of that meeting and I will send it to all the managers to look at it. It is, you can ask also Hussein, it's fabulous the way it's done, and it would save you guys a lot of time and a lot of errors in the inspection. It can be done for inspections to move out, inspections to move in pre-inspections for SCEPs, everything can be done through Apfolio. So when you get the email, please let me know. And it's basically a half an hour, 40 minutes video. So it's worth looking into it, because I would like to see some way of being able to implement it to help you and help the company. Okay, if anybody has any questions, please unmute yourselves and ask.
Okay, I got a question.
Yeah?
I find it extremely important that one of the stress factors of this job is when you open your Apfolio and you see 10 million work orders. It takes your stress level to the top. No, there's no going around that. I think it's extremely important that the manager take initiative as to advising all tenants that we are only working on emergency work orders. Because what happens, and I'm getting it a lot, and right now because I'm overwhelmed, I don't really care, but the tenants will be like, oh, my toilet paper holder fell off. And then here comes the next work order. Oh, it's been 2 weeks and nobody said anything about my toilet paper holder. I even had one say something about racism. So, you know, I took the initiative of telling my managers, but I think it should be across the board.
No, that's a great point for sure.
Yeah, because
Like,
then what
I feel
happens
like-
is that it affects our ratings, and I've had to individually address the people that put the wrong remarks. Jordan, you know, because you said one to me recently, that, hey, you know, we're only doing emergency work orders. Toilet paper holder is not worth me contracting COVID or, you know, so on and so on. So if after you tell them, it's like a you know, a sense of understanding. They'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, I understand. You know, because then after that, if you don't respond to it comes with the bad remarks, and it all comes on us at the end of the day. So I think it's I was going to tell you guys about this after Rachel sent out that initial email, the second one about the emergency only basis. I think it's important that the managers contact the tenants, still let them know that we're only working on an emergency basis.
Totally, that's a great point. No, I've been realizing all these tenants are so upset submitting reviews. And the reviews are worse than ever. That, like, you know, it's taking 3 weeks to fix a simple light fixture. It takes 3 weeks to fix a toilet paper holder. I'm like, well, you know, we emailed you all in May, letting you know that, you know, all non-emergency work orders are going to be put off. But yeah, it would definitely be beneficial to have it again.
Do you guys mind if I jump onto that one?
No.
So just to add on to that, it's important to communicate with them because, you know, they don't know why we're not coming. But I've been very on top of that, communicating with the tenants. I think Will, thank you, by the way, he took care of a work order for me yesterday with, it was just a medicine or a vanity. Wasn't super pressing, but they were waiting throughout this whole thing where we haven't been doing emergencies. And I had communicated with this tenant several times, just letting him know, hey, we're just hanging out until I'm off emergencies and I'll take care of you. In that situation where I do communicate with the tenants and they do know that it's not an emergency, I believe they threatened like, hey, I'm going to fix it myself and take it out of my rent. I know Mario said something about I need to take care of it in that case. Is it, as long as I'm communicating with them, is it okay that they're leaving a bad review because there's not a lot we can do about it as long as we're taking, you know, most work
No,
orders are
totally. I
emergencies,
would
whether it's
not
plumbing or
stress
that.
it
Yeah.
out.
Okay.
Don't stress about the bad
No,
reviews.
one,
Just
I wanted to add one thing. I get all the work orders that come into the system, and if I see it's an emergency, I schedule it. If I see it's not an emergency, I assign it. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do it, but maybe the manager doesn't see it until 2 days from then, and then it becomes a problem. So I assign them. If the maintenance guy is at the building, many times I write them, have a look at it. If it's not an emergency, well, we'll not do it. But if they're at the building, it's okay to do it, basically. But I will only schedule the ones that are emergencies. I will not schedule the ones that are not emergencies, but I will assign them. I don't like them to be open, and the manager has had no time to assign it or to put it on.
Yeah, no, it makes more sense to assign it. You're right.
So Mario and Jordan, and not speaking from the manager's perspective, we have to make it just clear for ourselves, because I know as the managers, we have those Zoom meetings. I did ask the question about when is this emergency work order is going to stop. Apparently, we were told by Ruby that it's going back to normal, you know, work orders. We have to do. My technician, you know, Jose's here. We've been tackling every single work order. I think is we got to work together and communicate. Whatever we're telling maintenance is also reflecting to managers, because if I tell Jose, let's take care of this work order, and it's not an emergency, but Jose can do it, he does it, you know. And like I said, it's across the board where, you know, from upper management to Jordan to you, to just communicating for us to have the same and sync together with the same communication. Like I said, like Will and Benjamin said, you know, they're not doing emergencies. I mean, only emergency orders. But in my opinion, I'm doing it all only because that was the directive that we got our Zoom meetings as managers. You know, so it just we kind of dropped the ball in between, you know, on getting this done. And then one of my other questions is that I think they're losing too much time in this Home Depot protest. I know Rachel and Jonathan don't want to give these cars back to them, but it's just a waste of time on Mario or on Jordan trying to get somebody to pick up the phone. they're in the lines for an hour, 2 hours waiting for them to, that's 2 days, that's 2 hours that they can spend on renovating the unit or work orders versus them being there. The instruction,
David,
the instructions they give Jose is go after work orders for the next day, only because Home Depot is not as busy as the morning. You know, after 4 p.m. here in Wilshire, you know, it's slow. But the problem is that after 4 and 5 p.m., it's no longer available, you know, to take those phone calls.
David, when it comes to Home Depot, yes, they may be waiting, but they're not waiting for the approval because I answer 99.9999 of the times on the spot. Once, like yesterday, I missed the call, but normally I answer immediately. So they don't waste time with me approving it. They waste time by waiting in line, yes. But this is not new. This has been always like this. Every time I go to the Home Depot, the pro line is gigantic. But that's my opinion. I don't know.
Just to be more proactive with them in a store. I understand right now we took those cards away. And again, we don't have any call or any schedule. That's going to be if they decide to give those cards back to them. But them, you know, making Jose more proactive every day and tackling more work orders, at least completing a work order on a daily basis from them spending 2 hours. And I know it's not us, because I know you answer the phone, but it's more of being in the store, the list that they're going to need, because that's what I do for Jose. I sit down one day before, okay, what let's write down what you're going to get. So when you go into the store, you go directly and get that. Because I was a maintenance. I know how it is. We go in there, we walk, we meet each other, we talk, we're spending 20, 30 minutes, you know, we get a coffee. I know how it is, you know. So what I tell Jose is just we have to be proactive in getting our job done. We don't have a daily amount of work orders you got to do a day. And like I told Jose, if you do 5 work orders, 2 work orders today, but if you do them 100%, you did your job. You know, our goal is to get that 5-star rating every time they come into a building, or 5-star rating when it comes to work orders. We've been struggling right now because of the COVID and the vacancies, you know, but as managers, I'm talking as myself, we have to do a better job of making it more organized for our technicians so they can be more proactive through the day. You know?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm asking when it comes to Home Depot is if they have a credit card, they can go to self-checkout and they can do it themselves, put in the work order, and we're done for the day, you know? But I know
they're never able to do that. That was always not able to be done. Like we always have to go to the pro desk regardless, because when we go to the self-checkout, we don't get an itemized receipt.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, it does take a little longer without cards. I get it, because we have to read out the card number for every single PO versus just, you know, insert the chip and approve. But again, I'm going to talk to Rachel this week because, yeah, I don't see why you guys shouldn't have your cards at this point.
So let me get that clear. So we're back. We're only having technicians work only on emergencies, work orders only?
I mean, realistically, emergencies, how we're outlining them is 60% of your work orders. I mean, 50% maybe. But yeah, tackle only power issues, water supply and drain leaking issues, heating and cooling, anything that makes the unit uninhabitable or uninhabitable by what's including in their lease.
All right.
Any other managers have questions? I feel like the big reason we started this meeting is because you guys had questions.
I have a question for Jordan.
Sure.
What's the update with the pest control, monthly service for pest control?
So actually, Gladiator finally sent me the revised prices yesterday. Yours and Marco's portfolios on Gladiator.
So are we working with Western or no more?
No, I canceled Western the end of June. You're going to go to Gladiator Pest as of August 1st.
Okay, so no pest control this month then?
Not
July?
for July, but it's July 30th. So August 1st, you can schedule Gladiator. I'll send you the info.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
Can I get Devil pest control for Beacon? Because I don't have a pest control.
So for your buildings, they're written down. Yeah, your buildings are going to Dever. Just Chateau, Beacon, and Kenmore.
Okay. Westlake, it's
Dever ready.
okay. No, estamos hablando para ver qué compañías tienen para fumigación.
Cool.
No tenía ni una. No.
Anybody else? Chris, Daniel, Marco. You guys just have it down packed.
Yeah, I don't think I have any questions. So I'm like David. My maintenance is taking care for both most of the work orders. So
Cool. Well,
Hey, who do I call to so they can put that what is it called? The AC that you
we're
installed?
leaving AC in your courtyard. Be lucky you're cool right now.
Hey, yeah, it is cool, but that's a hazard because kids can stick their fingers in there and cut their fingers off.
You can't stick their fingers through a 1/4-inch hole.
Yeah, you can. Little kids.
What do you have, little babies walking around?
You have little toddlers walking around the property, bro.
I mean, my fingers were all sliced from that freaking grate. Yeah, just Roberto's working with us. You can have him throw it on the roof. You're welcome, asshole.
Jose had another question. I know you guys are dealing with the bonus sheets, and since they can't access to the office, how are we dealing with those? Same way? Email or what? Because I know email, they're too long.
Say the first part of that question again.
The bonus sheets for them.
Okay.
Because I know before I was giving them from me, I was getting them from me, and I was going to corporate and giving them to you personally because there was just too many fucking sheets.
Yeah.
In an email. Do you want them to proceed and do it with the email the same way now?
Yeah, it's preferable. If you guys can send an email, and if you guys don't know how to send it as one document, just call me and I'll walk you through how to upload the scanner app, because when you guys send the checklist as 6 to 12 different attachments, it literally takes me 30 minutes just to upload it into my computer. I know it makes no sense, but it takes forever. So try and send us one file, or give it to Daniel or Marco or David and have them send it, because this really takes way too much time.
Jordan, what about my pest control?
You're Stanley?
Yeah. Are we with Stanley now?
As of August 1st, it's going to be Stanley, yeah.
Awesome, awesome, thank you. What about my renovation for Feodora? Can we go ahead
I
on
meant
that?
to reach out yesterday, so we're good to start on it. I just don't have a bid for an all-time for that one.
Okay, because that's ready to go. And also for 404 Bonnie Bray, I rented everything except that unit. Can Jimmy do my turnover with the windows?
Right?
Huh?
404 just needs floors or something, right?
It needs a kitchen floor. Needs a kitchen floor, and I want to replace the old windows and a paint job and the refrigerator stove.
I'm going to look at it now, but get the bid from All Time for one of the 3 at Fedora so we can start that one, and I'll look at 404.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
okay, I'm sorry. Remigio will need to leave because he needs to go with the bond. They have an inspection.
Sounds great. Thank you, guys.
All right. So let's hope that the next meeting will be real and not virtual. And please keep the safe practices. Please, please.
Salvador, where are you at in an hour? Hey, Salvador. Unmute yourself.
All right.
Yes. Where are you going to be in an hour? You need to bring me some shirts.
Jordan, remember 1:30, right?
1:30 interview. Got it.
All right. And I send you another email with another one. All right?
Sounds good. Thank you, Mario.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Just send me an email so I can coordinate. The day you send me the email, the guy was really booked. So if you need help, I don't know if you still have a minute stick or not, but let me know.
For sure.
For Yvonne.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Jose is helping me for a while now, so yeah, if I need help out.
Send me an email for that.
Oh, Yvonne.
Yeah.
The 2 fridges, I don't know why it didn't click, but Home Depot called me. They're delivering them in Normandy right now.
Right now?
Right now. So I told them to leave them in the lobby.
Oh, okay. Because Jose is not here yet. He's gonna be here only
He'll
maybe
be
after.
there. Yvonne,
Okay.
he'll be there like 11:30.
I told them to leave it in the lobby of Normandy, so it should be fine.
Okay, so two refrigerators, right?
2 fridges, one for 109, one for 305.
Okay, got it.
Cool. Awesome. Anybody else have questions?
Oh, Manny. You're right. Like, how are you?
Hello?
What's up, Manny?
Hey.
Everything good, man?
Yeah.
Is that Paulo Cool J or what?
He said he's gonna have a new leg by the time he comes back.
Maybe.
You're feeling better, Manny? Running around and doing your friends?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm in bed right now.
All right, well, better get that physical therapy handbook out, start stretching.
Yeah. I really need it. So it's just frustrating, but not that to do.
For sure. We got physical therapy on Monday. All right.
Physical Manny doesn't keep touch the doctor, okay?
What's up, David?
What's up?
Can we leave now, Jordan?
No, you all have to stay here.
Who has a question?
Yeah.
Marta?
Thanks for coming early and
Yes.
ask questions. Don't just take it
¿Qué
upon
pasó,
yourself.
Mario?
Ask questions if you are confused about anything. Be
Marta?
proactive.
No, so
Red
Yes,
units,
Mario.
contact me.
¿Qué pasó con José? ¿No va a ir hoy?
Ya, llega a las 11:30.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let Yvonne know, please.
Yeah, I already did.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
¿Me escucha?
So, bro.
No. Mario.
And the straggler's coming in.
Hey, guys, Mario, Jose has a question. Can you hear him or not?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Mario, ¿cuándo van a dar los bonos correctos? A mí me está llegando la mitad de bonos.
Eso para Jordan. He says that he's getting only half of his bonus.
Any luck? That sounds weird.
Hi, Moisés.
A otros compañeros también están llegando a la mitad de bonos.
Wait, what do you mean? You got the same one that he's always gotten. Let me see, actually.
No. He's a hot.
Is
Really?
450 less, but that's because, like, last year you have 70 buildings, and now you have 4 buildings.
You have a team the 3 or 2 times ago.
What was that?
See?
You have a time, I want to send it the receipts by deposit for the bonus. I want to send it to you.
I'm confused. No, I know. Like, in the past, you used to have 7 buildings. It goes by your number of buildings.
Salvador.
Like, you were paid whatever 400 more because you had 8 buildings. Now you only have 4 buildings.
Salvador.
What?
Texas, Salvador. ¿Tú estás llevando bien los bonos? También la mitad.
No, a mí me cayeron 2 depósitos después. A mí me pagaron completo.
He says he didn't get his, Salvador.
Salvador didn't get his either.
Oh,
Hey, Will,
it's a very fake mistake.
that's what I need, that, bro.
Yeah, the file that they complete. That's no problem.
Salvador, yours was paid on July 8th.
Yeah, it's already paid.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
complete.
okay. I thought there was a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
And Jose, I'll talk to you about it on the side for sure.
Okay.
Any more? Oh, by the way, please, if you guys have anybody you can recommend for the maintenance job, again, I repeat, please let me or Jordan know. Thank you.
Okay, I have a question. When the people have the tenants inside the apartment sick for the virus, how long waiting for entry this apartment?
Say it again.
I got the tenants and the apartments sick for the virus. How long to waiting to do a maintenance for this apartment?
What,
You said the pot.
el calentón se apagó o la calefacción.
Don Mario, tengo en un edificio, tengo gente enferma en un apartamento. ¿Cuánto tiempo necesito esperar para poder entrar a hacer mantenimiento a ese apartamento?
O tiene que decirle a Hussein que mande un texto a la gente o que hable, que lo dejen entrar. Y si no tiene que esperar nada, golpea, no contestan. Si tiene la llave puede entrar. Si dice...
El problema
I think what he tried to say, he said that somebody has the virus in one of the units. How long he need to wait to go inside the unit?
I would not enter that unit anytime soon. I mean, at least a few months until everything is calmed down.
Oh, tenía la enfermedad.
No entres.
Ah, no hay que entrar.
Hay que entrar, mijo.
I think first thing they have to do is make sure that person tests negative. When they test in the future, to make sure the person is not contagious anymore.
And that goes for like tenants who approach you when you guys are on the properties. Just let them know that you guys are only attending to emergencies, like, or just direct them to the manager saying, listen, we are staying careful right now. We're only attending to emergencies, and relay that to them so they're aware.
All right.
All right.
Any more questions?
Are we gonna? Are you guys gonna inform the managers to let the tenants know?
Yep, I got to post it right in front of me, Will.
All right, perfect, bro.
Oh, what? Sorry.
Who's playing with the sound?
Oh, I started doing something with my Jordan. I don't know what we're talking about.
You're cutting it out.
I started doing it with Moises. What I'm doing is I buy like little touch-up cans when I have to touch up apartments, and I'm leaving the little touch-up cans inside the cupboards so the tenants can touch up their apartments when they leave.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Saves us time, and if that's all right with you guys.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. This way they don't try and buy paint that's not matching and then mess it up.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we're not, a lot of the time, we're not even charging them for paints anyway. So,
yeah, not opposed to it. It's fine.
All right.
¿Qué, Mario?
¿Más preguntas? Jimmy, estás muy callado, Jimmy. Y escondido, ni lo puedo ver.
Ahí está.
En vivo.
Nomás escucha, lo sabes.
All right. I think we've done, no?
Yeah, everyone feel free to reach out to me and Mario
Yeah.
if you have any questions. Don't try and find out yourself.
Mario, ahorita le voy a ir a dejar unas rentas, ¿ok?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate it.
Jordan, can I could reach out to All American then, Jordan, for 103?
Yeah,
Okay, got you. I'll call him.
103 to start.
Yeah, I could reach out to him to come and give us an estimate.
Yeah, it should be the same as the other two units,
Yeah,
hopefully.
yeah. Because if we get it done, I have somebody for that already too, Jordan.
Perfect, so let's start it.
Okay, I'll call him.
Awesome, thank you.
Awesome. ¿Quién? Él lo va a hacer All American. Lo hace. Usted hace el 404. Y hacemos las ventanas, ¿no? Ya, el piso. Ujú. Y nomás eso.
404 I'll look at, Martha.
Huh?
I'll look at 404.
Yeah, I think we just need the new windows, Jordan, because it has the old windows that open up, and flooring, stove, refrigerator, and a paint job. The counter and the cabinets are good.
Okay, I'm gonna.
The floor in the room is okay, but we need a kitchen and reglaze the tub.
You're saying it needs kitchen cabinets, right? Or you just want to put new. You're saying you want to leave the kitchen cabinets?
Yeah, they're okay.
I guess you can throw a piece of quartz on it. Or do you want to rent the Formica? I'll send you an email on this one.
What happened?
So I'll email you about this.
Okay, got you.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you. We could go now?
Yes, thank you all for the hard work and for showing up. And again,
Thank
let
you
us know
very
if you
much. Hi, Natalie. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye, Mario. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Manny,
Manny,
call you up?
mantenete en contacto, ¿eh? Mantenete en contacto.